Hello everybody, I'm Princess Lilyfee and I'm going to talk about our Ireland trip. On the first day we all got up very early to go to our school because that's where our bus to Munich airport was waiting for us. Once we arrived in Ireland, we took another bus to meet our host families at the meeting point. The rest of the day we spent in groups with our host families to do some bonding. On Monday, we had our first set of lessons at a language school where we talked about CVs and startup business ideas. Afterwards, we had a very interesting guided tour where we walked around Dublin and learned a lot about its history. On Tuesday, we had another set of classes, and afterward, we went to Malahide Castle. We walked around Malahide Castle with a guide who told us who inhabited the castle for generations. The castle was inhabited by one single family, the Talbot family, for around 800 years. On Wednesday, we had no classes. We instead went to Glendalough, where we learned about its history and hugged some rocks, so our wishes would come true. In Glendalough, we went to a beautiful lake where we told that a guy lived in a cave for 7 years in isolation. Afterwards, we went to Glendalough. We journeyed further to Paris Court Garden. It was a gorgeous botanical garden with many different sections, each one different than the last. To our surprise, when we visited Paris Court Garden, they were actually filming a movie whose set some people crashed. Once we were done visiting the different sites, we took a bus back to Dublin, where we then had free time for the rest of our days and were allowed to explore Dublin on our own. On Thursday, we had our last lesson. We presented our prepared presentations and had lots of fun. Then we had some free time. In the evening, we had an Irish dancing lesson. We enjoyed watching them dance. And after that, we had the opportunity to dance together. It was really difficult, but we had a lot of fun. After that, we could decide if we want to go home or stay at the city center. On our last day, Friday, we had a free morning to pack our suitcases and have our last conversations with the host families. As the time flew, we all meet up at the meeting point and drove to Dublin airport. We got in the plane and flew back to Munich. Then we took the bus to Austria. As we got back, we were really tired, so we were happy to use another bus that brought us back to Oberndorf. We arrived at midnight. The trip was really awesome and inspiring. Ireland is a really beautiful country. I recommend to visit the country to meet the people, the culture, and taste the food that you can get there. Follow our school on Instagram and check out the post about our trip.